Hi, everybody. My name is Tammy Neal. I have been asked by a group on Facebook to come on today and talk a little bit about esports, specifically esports at the middle school level. Hi, so, everybody. My name is Tammy Neal. Bear with me just a minute. By a group on Facebook to come on today and talk a little bit about esports, specifically esports at the middle school. There we go. There we go. Sorry about that overlap right there. So this is my third year in middle school esports. I have had a club at my school, Swanning Middle School. We play Rocket League. We are adding some Minecraft in and learning what it takes to make that competitive. I also organize the Florida Middle School Esports League, which is a division of Florida Scholastic Esports League, which is a division of the NASEF, the North American Scholastic Esports Federation. NASEF is a nonprofit organization that supports esports around the country, and so that is our mother partnership, so to speak. I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail unless we get some folks joining in, but just to say that the way that we started was really just doing a lot of research and trying to figure out what it is we wanted our club to be. And I did not start this alone. I started it, our school resource officer, Jacob Williamson, came to me during pre-planning 3 years ago, and said, "Hey, you want to do this with me?" I said, "Sure, let's talk about it. Let's see what it takes." And we connected with some folks in New Jersey, specifically Chris Aviles and the Garden State Esports group that he was starting at the time, and joined their group because they were already starting to organize. And by January, February of that year, we had a club. We had 12 computers in my classroom that were connected to stream, and we were playing Rocket League because it was not free at that time. That was pre-purchased by Epic. The one thing about Rocket League is that it's cross-platform. You can play PC, you can play Switch, you can play Xbox, you can play PS4, PS5. The only platform you can't play Rocket League on is the Apple platform. So you can't do it on iPads, you can't do it on MacBooks. That is the only caveat to that one. There actually isn't a game that plays across everything. Rocket League is rated E for everyone. And at the middle school level, that is definitely where we're at, since most of our kids are under 13. We have documentation that parents sign saying that they are the ones monitoring that Epic account. Epic has a few parent controls. Most of the parents maintain control of the email address that they use, but that's between the parents and the kids. We set our club up. We patterned it after the Florida High School Athletic Association rules for sports, because we had heard that they were looking at adding esports as one of their branches, and we wanted to make sure if that was the case. We were already on board with that. We call our players scholar gamers, because we make sure that they understand that their education comes first and gaming comes second. The first year we started out with about 25, 26 kids. This year we have close to 50. Some of those are specifically to playing Rocket League. Some of them are specifically playing Minecraft. We have males and females. We hit every demographic in our school, so everybody is represented. We do everything we can to make this as available as possible. We got some money from Title IV to get started, and we bought some controllers because, even a true name brand controller is $60 or $70. And for somebody on a low socioeconomic status, that's hard to do. That is hard to do. So for some of our kids, we are the only place that they play during our practice days. But there's also some brands out there that are less expensive and more readily available, easier to find. And so we have some of those as well. And so the kids are definitely choosing their controllers. Some of them bring their own. For some of them, they got new controllers. Some of them got controllers for Christmas. Here in Florida, we have set up a small middle school league. It is growing. We just finished up our first season. And really excited. We're going to do, spring is going to be more for our scrimmages, practice seasons, things like that, so that kids can get ready for the next year. But, I'm happy to talk to anybody about esports. So, if you have any questions, feel free to jump in. I am willing to share the foundation documents. I just ask that you and I meet before I share them with you. So that way I can understand what it is you need, and I can help you find the right pieces to get you started on the right foot. So, like I said, if you have any questions, don't hesitate. I'm here and willing to reach out. The one thing I can tell you about esports at the middle school level is that you will hear kids go, well, I want to play this game, or I want to play that game. And why aren't we doing that game over there? And the thing that I keep telling the kids is this. Yes, your parents can let you watch any movie in the world they want to let you watch. That doesn't mean that you get to watch those same movies at school. We have a different set of guidelines that we have to go by, and we have a higher standard of expectation, not higher than a parent standard, don't get me wrong, but there are things we can't do on a school campus. So because of that, we are limited in what we can play. Here's what I do know. Kids who like video games and want to be in a competitive video game environment will play the games that are available in a competitive video game environment. If that is Rocket League, then that is Rocket League. The reason that my club doesn't do some of the others, number one, is we don't do any first-person shooters. We also don't do any games that have characters that glorify alcohol or tobacco use or are over-sexualized. That is a community standard at my school, in my community. We also don't play games that are device specific. So there are some games out there that the kids really enjoy, and that there are competitions around that they can join, but they are device specific. So I don't play games that are Switch only. I don't play games that are Xbox only or PS4 only. I only allow cross-platform games so that we can have as many people as possible play. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and turn this off today. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate. I am here and willing, and reach out. And, if we need to set up a private Zoom, we can do that. Happy to speak to anybody about esports pretty much anytime that we can both work it out. So I hope everybody has a joyous rest of your vacation, and we will see you